Good morning, it's Miss Dana and I'm here with a cooking video for you. Today we are going to be making cheesy greens with eggs. And this is not a GSF recipe, but it's one of my favorite breakfasts to make. Usually I make this without the cheese. I just mix greens and eggs together. But you can add cheese. I know a lot of kids like cheese. For this recipe, you can use any type of green. You can use Swiss chard, kale, spinach, collards, mustards, any kind of cooking green that you want. You can also use any kind of cheese that you have. For my recipe today, I'm going to use cheddar cheese, but you could use string cheese, mozzarella, Gouda, any kind of cheese that you have. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this recipe and I hope you're able to try it at home. Okay. You'll need some cooking greens, some eggs, some kind of cheese, whatever kind of cheese you have. We're going to use Swiss chard today, 2 eggs, and some cheddar cheese. Remember to wash your greens. Swiss chard is high in vitamin K, vitamin C, and vitamin A. It's a superfood, meaning it's nutrient rich. Swiss chard is native to Southern Europe. We're going to start by taking off the stems of the Swiss chard. You can use a knife or you can use your fingers. Whenever working with greens, you can always just rip the greens up if you don't feel like using the knife. We're going to chop our stem and we're going to cook that. That's going to be the first thing that we cook. Then we're going to roll our greens, roll them up into a nice neat log, and then chop your log. Once you chop it one direction, we're going to chop it the other direction. Remember to always be safe when using a knife. We've got our cheese grater. You can grate your cheese. If you don't have a cheese grater, sometimes I like to just use a knife, and you can just chop your cheese into little tiny pieces. We're going to start our stove. We have some pig lard that we're going to use. If you don't have lard, you can use butter or vegetable oil, any kind of oil or margarine that you have. The first thing we're going to put in our pan is the Swiss chard stems. Since those are tougher, we're going to cook those down first. We're going to add a little bit of salt. That's going to help bring out the flavors. So cook that Swiss chard down for a few minutes, then add the leaves. You're going to add your eggs. You can crack them directly into the pan. You don't even have to use an extra bowl. So you can kind of scramble them in with the greens. Chickens are native to Southeast Asia. We're going to add some Ethiopian spice to our eggs this morning. It's not too spicy. Then add your cheese. Mix it all up. We're doing this on like a medium heat. Turn it off. Got your tortillas. Serve it up. Doesn't that look good? It's a veggie and cheese scramble. I decided I wanted a topping. So I've got some parsley. I rinse my parsley and I'm going to pull off the leaves, separate them from the stem because I don't want to have to chew too much this morning. And I'm going to chop up my parsley. It's going to add a nice fresh garnish to the top. You can also use cilantro. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful and fresh. Remember to always clean up after you're done cooking and eating. Always nice to help your family by washing the dishes and wiping down the counters. So here's your homework. First option, make a meal using any cooking greens, like Swiss chard, collard greens, kale, spinach, or mustard. Second option, research a raw ingredient of your choice and find out where it's native to. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that cooking video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.